Welcome back, my intercultural scholars. We have spent the last 15 weeks together exploring so many aspects of intercultural communication. It's been my great pleasure to be with you on this journey. Let's keep moving forward and make our way through the final few weeks together successfully. Here's a look back at what we set out to accomplish right from the start. As you look over these objectives again, how do you feel we did? Hopefully, the readings, films, application assignments, discussions, and projects were all useful in meeting these objectives and strengthening your skills. This class is, as you probably already know, linked to MNTC Goal Number 1, Communication, which places emphasis on building verbal skills, argumentation, and critical listening. And we've certainly built these skills through discussions and writings. But this class also covers MNTC Goal 8, Global Perspective. Here are the specific sub-competencies connected to this course. We've explored two specific international issues already, immigration and ethnocentrism or racism. But there are many more we could explore too. Climate change, international conflicts, trade and treaties, poverty, just to name a few. In each case, we could explore the way cultural beliefs and values shape these issues in profound ways, and possibly hold the key for cross-cultural collaboration that might help us limit human suffering. Here are some of our most important course ideas, and I'm really hoping that these course ideas will stick with you and become tools in your toolbox. We've covered a number of important models and ideas in this class. Now, if you look at them and any of them are still unclear to you, please look back at previous ICC Lecture videos, and please let me know after that if any of these still don't make much sense. I expect to see these ideas mentioned and explored in your interview project paper and your final A project if you're choosing to do these assignments. Maybe these concepts aren't just tools. Maybe we can think of them as lenses, frameworks that we put on that help us see and understand intercultural differences in ways that we couldn't before. I think that having lenses like this gives you a competitive advantage in the 21st century workforce, but may also help you create more peaceful and equitable communities too. More so than others who haven't taken this class, you should have a pretty good understanding of the likely areas of intercultural misunderstanding, and that's powerful stuff. There are a number of skills that spring from our objectives and our outcomes. Here are just a few that students have shared with me in the past. Being willing to cross boundaries. Observing and describing, not evaluating difference. Building cultural knowledge to understand reasons for behavior. Empathizing with human struggles. Sharing support and culturally appropriate resources. Reducing fear and bias. Strengthening community through common ground. I'm sure you can think of others. I realize that, at times, it is hard to see how these ideas are positively impacting the world around us. It can seem like we live in a world of constant intercultural conflict and aggression. But if you look more closely, you'll be able to see the many, many ways that the ideas from this class are taking root. People are crossing boundaries, sharing resources, building relationships, and saving lives. This work could very well be part of your work, whatever you do, moving forward. I know I've said this many times throughout the semester, but here it is again. Your learning is important to me. That's why I like to spend time examining and assessing your development. So if you haven't done so already, please take the required post-test that's now open under quizzes. Remember, there is no pressure here at all. It's exactly the same as the pre-test, and all I want to see is how your growth from the beginning of the semester to the end. Essentially, I want to see how much you've grown or learned. It's also a great way for me to assess my teaching as well. After you've done the post-test, complete the statement of learning and upload your responses to the Dropbox. Finally, take the optional end-of-semester survey. That survey is anonymous, but your feedback is so important to help me make this a better course in the semesters ahead. Often at this point in the semester, students are wondering about their final course grade. Remember, this course uses contract grading, so you can easily determine exactly what grade you're seeking and what grade you're earning in the class. Simply open the grading contract checklist that I've included in the course syllabus and review what you've passed in the grade section of our D2L course. If you're missing any of the requirements for passing the course, you'll want to connect with me as soon as possible to review your situation and make a plan for completing any missing work. And if you've accepted the challenge of the final A project, congratulations. Only a fairly small percentage of my students attempt to complete it, but those who do really have the opportunity to synthesize their learning in the course. Follow the assignment sheet very carefully as you complete your project. There are no redo opportunities and no late projects can be accepted for review. Remember, your goal here is to create an intercultural communication or sensitivity training session outline that is detailed, thorough, clear, and well-structured. If you have any additional questions about the Final A project, please do let me know. And finally, thank you all so much for being a part of this class. Online learning is challenging, and if you've made it this far and you're still listening, I honor your dedication and your hard work. Let's finish the semester strong together, and my warmest thoughts go out to you as you take the ideas and skills from this course into the world with you. Take care of yourselves, and when you can, take care of each other too. And please, keep in touch along the way. Thanks again.